You'll get married to him, you think?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope that's the plan. No pressure though, because he is listening. Okay. So
No pressure, Frank. But you could put it in the bottom of the screen if you want to ask him.
Oh God, that is not how I want that to go down. Like
really?
Via super chat.
Yes, do a super chat, Frank.
This is so gay. Okay, speaking of gay, so then we move on to now our mutual friend. Like our worlds have collided in the form of Stuttering John. I had him on my show. I remember when I started I remember I was still at the other apartment and I had him on my show. Now I can't remember when this was, but I was like honestly interviewing him. You know, I had known him from Howard Stern. And, you know, he's like a funny character. I was like, sure, I'll have him on my podcast. And then we ended up getting into such an argument. Like, I asked him, has Trump been good for comedy? And he like blew up at me. He's like, is this whole interview going to be about Trump? I was like, what? I ask every comedian this question, like every comedy personality. Like, it's not a big fucking deal, man. And it came up like, I was asking him about his stand-up. I was like, I know that you kind of like dabble in stand-up or whatever. And it bothered him so much that I used the word dabble.
So I saw that.
Couldn't get over it.
So were you trying to troll John by asking about the dabbling, or did you really not know he did stand-up? Be honest.
I said dabbling, like honestly, in a very light way. I was not trying to like stick it to him. I was, and I was just being like, I know that because I didn't get the impression that he was really doing a lot of stand up. He's done it here and there. Maybe
what did you think he did? Like, what do you think his like occupation is?
I think I don't know. I know that he's just been coasting off his Stuttering John persona for like 20 something years.
Oh, with like appearances and stuff like that.
Yeah, appearances. Okay. I don't know. And I thought oops, my volume. Okay. Because you know what? I'm familiar with like Jeremy Piven. He got famous a different way and then went into stand-up.
Right.
He initially dabbled and then did it more. So I meant it purely like, no one knows Stuttering John just for his stand-up. They know him from Howard Stern, you know, whatever. And I didn't see him like performing very many places. So, okay, here's the clip. It's a quick one. I'm going to play it. And then I will also bring in our fun mutual friend, Karl from Who Are These Podcasts, because
hey, Karl.
He is also, this is not a surprise for anyone, by the way. Everyone knew that this was happening.
Yeah.
Here is the clip of me triggering Stuttering John. Trump has been good for comedy. And he's frozen, by the way.
Is this whole interview going to be about Trump?
His camera's frozen.
If you really don't want to talk about it, I just figured.
He's drunk.
I thought you had done. I thought you had dabbled occasionally in stand-up, so that's why I brought that up.
I dabbled occasionally, really.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a thing you were really doing or not, and I wasn't sure.
Oh no! I've been doing stand-up for 20 years. I don't dabble.
Okay.
20 years.
That's good. Have you been getting up much in the last 6 months?
Fucking awkward. I wanted to kill myself.
Well, since all my gigs have been canceled due to COVID, no, I haven't. Yeah. But I had like 15, probably more, 20 gigs canceled due to COVID.
At this point, I'm bringing this up because I forget what month this was. This might have been summer. This was October. Okay, so this was October. So I was coming off of a whole summer and fall of performing in people's yards, illegal shows, golf courses. Like there were shows happening. So if you really wanted to perform stand-up at this time, you could have. And so I was trying to ascertain like what other shows have you been doing? Like if you were really a real stand-up who loves to perform, you would have found a way to perform in the last 5 months or so. And he was just like, oh yeah, everything's been canceled, which to me sounds like someone who's not serious about stand-up. Like to me, that sounds like, oh, you're using COVID to be an excuse to like, oh, I guess I don't have to work anymore. COVID. So I was coming from, you don't seem serious to me.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the states have been opening up here and there, like North Carolina is back open. I just didn't know if, the states that had sort of been making it work with the, 25%, customers allowed in, like if you were able to, rebook anything in the last few months since things have opened up again.
But you know what, Chrissie, to say I dabbled in stand-up is so disrespectful. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all. and yet you disrespect me and say,
I mean, I could have picked a different word. I didn't know that it was your main thing, honestly. I
dabbled in stand-up. Okay.
Wine. Time for wine.
I mean, that's so disrespectful, and I'm doing your show.
And I think he's used this with you too, Elisa. This whole like, I'm doing your show, I'm gracing you with my presence, I have a ton of clout. I think it's like when we talk about like being not aware, like not being self-aware.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I say though, real quick, Chrissie?
Please.
Elisa, when she had John on, was the greatest troll interview of all time. The first thing she did was take a phone call from a guy who called him stuttering fuckface. So that was very disrespectful in John's defense. That was really funny.
Well, I didn't know that guy was going to call in.
Well, it was great.
Yeah, it was just lucky. But yeah, I wasn't trying to troll John. I really just wanted to have a nice interview with him. I'm sure Chrissie also wanted that.
Yeah, I wanted that so badly.
Yeah, me too. So we probably just had good intentions, but it just went wrong. But really, it went right because John is funniest in this kind of situation where he's very defensive and he just gets upset. And it's very sad because, he blocked me from Twitter. He blocked my phone number, and we were kind of friends. And, before I did interview him, we went to dinner with a few people, and he's just been very mean since the interview. And I really am sad about that because I wanted it to go well. I had good intentions.
And with Elisa, like Stuttering John was being a douchebag all the while, I think, trying to hook up with you. Trying to like mac it. And like, I think at the end of my interview with him, he's like, oh, if you're in LA, we should get drinks sometime. And I'm like, no, I went after what just happened. Were you here? Did you not hear what just happened? Did you not hear this podcast that we both did together? Where I was like, you can see the sheer terror in my eyes. Like, even though he's frozen and I can't see his face, I'm like, all I'm doing is tiptoeing and trying not to piss him up furthermore.
He dabbles in hitting on women. I don't know if you knew that.
He is more than a dabbler, clearly. And just the fact that he doesn't realize, like, he thinks he has so much clout and he's such a big fucking deal. He can be a douchebag and still hit on people and still go, I have a chance, I think.
No.
Yelled at. Yeah, you're right.
Elisa, have you told Chrissie what actually brought this interview on, what you had to do in order to get him on your show?
No. I don't think I did. So John said he would not come on my show unless I went to dinner with him. Okay. Well, first it was hiking, but I could not imagine doing that hike. So I said, what about dinner? And then he was upset because I invited multiple people to the dinner.
He doesn't hike. Look at him. Does he own a backpack? Does he own sneakers?
Well, he knows that I hike.
Okay.
So that's why he mentioned the hiking.
You should take a hike.
Yeah. But so he said if I went to dinner with him, he would do the interview. And then he tried to get out of it on that day by saying he had to do fantasy football.
Yeah.
And I can't even believe that's like the worst excuse.
That's what he said at the end of my podcast too. He's like, how much longer is this going to go on? I have fantasy football. I was like, oh, please don't let me keep you any longer.
Yeah.
He was drafting his team in the middle of the interview with Elisa. For the first 15 minutes, he's picking out his defense and his special teams. It was so disrespectful.
Like this idea that people think a certain level of fame affords them, they can be rude, they can be checked out, they can be, I don't know. I guess they get away with it for years, and people are kissing their ass all the time.
No, John's just an idiot. Are you kidding me? John just doesn't know any better. No one's ever kissed his ass.
Well, people do. You'd be surprised, actually.
I would be surprised.
The really big Howard Stern fans, I had people that were excited to meet him. I had several events that he was at, and people are excited to meet him. But even if you have any kind of fame or any notoriety from anything, that doesn't mean you're a nice person, doesn't mean you're a good person, doesn't mean you're a smart person. All it means is that you're famous. And people need to keep that in mind, because I think people think, oh, just because you're on the radio or you have any notoriety, that just means that you're good. It doesn't mean that.
Yeah. And you were very polite with him, Elisa. Like, you were very nice to him. And I think it was when Stuttering John kind of like started lying, is like when you were like, okay, now I have to like call you out, because you were patient and kind to him.
Yeah. I mean, I think, listen, I feel bad for him now. I mean, I'm sure he has all three of us blocked, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I would say we're three good people here. right?
Yeah.
So he had, and that's not just us; it's other people that I know that he's very. This is somebody that's hurting. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
when
do
you
feel
block
bad for him.
people, it takes a lot for me to block someone. I mean, they have to really say something to me that is hurtful, that hurts my feelings, that makes me sad, right? So if he has a majority of people blocked, this guy's not doing well. Okay, so what we need to do is just, I mean, I can't reach out to him, neither can any of you, but if there's anybody out there, just reach out to John, say that we were talking about him today and that we would like to talk to him again. I'd love to have him on my show.
Oh my God. Yeah, let's do a reunion.
Can I just say, I just want to say, I do not feel bad for John. I am keeping him relevant. I swear to God, that is the most popular segment of our show now is the Stuttering John stuff. People go and check out his show just to talk about it on our show. And Chrissy, I'm sure you've seen this. There's a subreddit called Dabblers Anonymous. It's the best. It is the best subreddit on all of Reddit, and it's thanks to you, obviously, the Dabblers.
Oh, and there's let's finish this clip because I think the cherry on top is coming soon.
I honestly, I don't know the extent to which you do stand up. I mean, isn't that the point of an interview? Is like, oh, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I was like, just tell me you're wrong. I'm wrong.
In stand up.
You can't let it go.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know. I don't know how much stand up you do, John. It was just an honest thing.
Play all over and say I dabbled in stand up. Come on, come on.
So you're more than a dabbler. That's fine.
I wanted to kill myself at this point.
It's okay. I've been wrong. It's fine.
I was like, what can I
really
say
not a big deal,
to make to turn
you probably
this person?
Didn't know that I did stand up. It's okay. It's we're not like that's what an interview is.
I have PTSD from this interview.
This is a great interview.
Well, you seem to be pretty schooled and everything else, so you would think that you've seen that.
You're schooled because we had it was great. The first hour of this interview or whatever, 45 minutes. Oh, it's a Howard Stern stuff. It's his wheelhouse. It's his glory days. It's the shit he likes to talk about. But you bring it to the now, the dabbling, the stand up. Oh, that's when things get sticky.
Well, that's the thing is like,
I wanted to.
Comedian, you should be able to roll with something like that, like turn that into a joke. That's the problem that John has is he takes something like this seriously. And now look at it. It's 2 years later. I don't know how long it's been, but it's all this time later and there's a subreddit and we're talking about it still. I just would have been like, oh, it's funny. You think I dabble? I've been doing it for 20 years, but no, I guess I need to do better, or something.
I'm dabbling in Cleveland next month. I'm dabbling on Long Island on January 6th, whatever. Okay, let me see.
Like Metallica, when they're like, someone said that you're a sellout. Like, yeah, we sold out last night. We're selling out tomorrow night. Like, you got to have fun with these types of insults, I would imagine. But
yeah.
Oh, wow.
To prepare. So I feel like
there was never going to be enough wine for this.
I don't know all there is to know about Stuttering John. So hence the interview.
I can't.
So I guess all right. So you don't want to talk about
just
Trump
silence.
anymore.
No, I'll talk about him, but I don't know why. I mean, I didn't know this was going to be a political.
Oh no, that was not my goal either.
Oh, all right.
I've talked with a bunch of other comedians. Some people say he has been great for comedy. Some people think the Trump jokes are getting a little tired. It's a question that I was asking without it being like a triggering, political thing.
Of you, and as a comedian, you're a comedian, right?
Yes, I dabble.
That was wonderful.
Fantastic.
Wow,
absolutely wonderful.
I have a hard time watching that.
So
Carl, I love seeing your joy with that clip. Like
that clip really changed the whole trajectory of how we review Stuttering John. It's really amazing.
And then me and Karl became friends.
Yeah, it's true.
Mutual hatred of John. Perfect.
So Elisa, a couple of things I want to talk to you about. First off, I can't believe you said no one's asked you to marry them since Benji. I thought I just heard you on Drew and Mike. I thought you and Andy were back on.
No, I forgot. I don't know how. I have COVID. I have COVID right now, so
she currently has COVID.
Fair enough.
I currently have COVID, so I forgot. But yeah, Andy and I are technically engaged, and it's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Andy!
Happy birthday, Andy!
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about, and Chrissy as well, do you know this new show John's doing now? It's What's Bugging Me About Hollywood.
Are there literally bugs in it from his apartment?
The funny part is that the opening graphic for it has bugs crawling over his face. That some guy from the Tonight Show did it for him. And I don't think that the guy knew that we goof on him for that. So he was trying to explain it away. He was going, they say I have cockroaches. That was just that one day. that I had the cockroach.
Sure, they were just there that one day and then they went away.
But he's doing a Hollywood gossipy show. It's like a Entertainment Channel
Has it been
style
on
show.
yet? Where can we watch that?
It's on his channel. He does it once a week, and it's the What's
Okay.
Bugging Me About Hollywood show. And he's talking about relationships. He's all upset about Ben Affleck and him getting back together with J-Lo. I'm like, who am I listening to right now? Why does John care about this? He's a 56-year-old man. What's he talking about?
I see the audio version. I don't see a video version.
Well, it's on his channel. If you go to the Stuttering John YouTube channel,
Okay, Stuttering
it's
John
on
YouTube.
there. But anyway, I just wanted to ask if you guys had seen that yet, because it's the funniest fucking thing.
I
He was talking
definitely
about
want to watch that. That sounds good, actually.
it is. It's funny. It's funny because he gets passionate about it. Like he's not trying to be funny, but he's like,
Yeah,
"You're
he
back
cares.
with J-Lo." He's like all upset.
What's
Okay,
he
I
have against
found-
J-Lo?
I
I
found
don't
one.
know. I'm
Let's
not
see,
sure
let's-
what his angle is on it, to be honest with you. And then he had another episode that was all about award shows, and he was talking about how all the award shows suck. It's like, this is not good entertainment. Oh yeah, watch this intro thing. This is so funny. When it gets to the end of the intro, it's
Oh
so
God,
generic.
he's got his PayPal right here.
Oh yeah.
In a world where dabblers can dabble.
Notice he just found a bunch of images on the internet.
This is distracting having this here. Remember that? What's bugging me about Hollywood?
Look at this right here.
Oh, I love that
no,
part.
The bugs are coming out of his mouth. Ew. Ew, and then they're going back into his mouth.
So I'm pretty sure what happened was the guy was given an assignment from John. Hey, I need an intro to my show. It's bugging me about Hollywood. This guy obviously just went on Google and found all those images and then just like put them little motion on it and stuff. And then the bug thing was because it's called What's Bugging Me About Hollywood. I guarantee John was like, oh, God damn it. You had to put the bugs on my face. Now they're going to goof on me.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, poor John. Yeah. I could tell from like Elisa's show, like he felt like he was steamrolled by like the haters and the trolls, but like, you know, that's the thing is like Elisa you have a good relationship with your fans, and you know, people would, you know, be like, oh, call these fans simps or whatever. People call my fans simps all the time. I feel like everyone's a simp now, but like I appreciate how kind you are to your fans, and you treat them.
Elisa's got a unique show. I don't know anyone else has a show like Elisa's. I think it's awesome.
Oh, thanks, Karl. Yeah, you know, I think if you include your fans and things, you know, they could be very helpful. So that John intro doesn't surprise me. I bet just a fan sent that to him. He probably didn't even ask for it.
He said it was a guy from the Tonight Show he used to work with who made it.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
really? That worked on the Tonight Show?
Yeah, yeah.
If you
I don't think he put.
Tonight Show, it should have been better than that.
I know. I don't think he put a lot of time into it.
Maybe somebody in the audience of the Tonight Show.
He probably did it. He probably did it on his phone while he was like taking a shit or something. Here you go, John.